Welcome to the edition of Let's Play Farming Simulator 2013 on Lomarheim. Alright, so got a couple things going on today. First things first, we got some hay to take care of. Alright, so I just left the tractor there. I've been doing a little session here. A pretty energetic session. It must be the coffee. I don't normally have coffee after work. But today I was like, you know what? I don't work till a little bit later tomorrow. Let's have some coffee. It has given me a little bit of energy, which is either good or bad. Mostly good for this situation, but if I don't sleep tonight, or I don't sleep well, I should say, it will be a problem. Alright, so let's grab our forage wagon here. Oof, that's a bit louder than I remember it being. Must be because I have my sound turned up a little bit. You know how hard it is to talk and have the sound loud? It's difficult. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's one of the reasons why I like tractors with in-cab sound so much, because it's not nearly as bad to talk and hear the tractor. Like, I have my sound down so much that I can barely hear. Oh, this is ridiculous. I can barely hear what's going on in the game to a certain extent, because some tractors are super loud and some tractors are super quiet. So it really depends. All right, let's. Is this still fired up? Alright, so let's turn this on. Collects some hay. I almost said straw there for a second. Don't know why. I think I can actually, if I remember correctly, I should be able to go full speed here. It shouldn't give me any indication saying you can't go full speed. Perfect. Look at that. Nice. I thought we were gonna get a bit more grass than this, but a bit more hay, but apparently not. That's okay. At least we're going at a reasonable pace doing this. It's not super slow. If I put cruise control on, this is cruise control 2. 3. Well, 3's not too bad actually. I could live with 3. If it were slower than that, then maybe not, but alright. Whoa, big turn. This is where having a steer wheel would make my life a bit easier, actually. Alright. Let's grab this. This is actually it's been so quick to pick up everything, but it took so long to prepare it. Oh my goodness. If you compare how long it's taken to pick this up in comparison to how long it took to prepare. Oh man. Ridiculous. I wish this had a larger pickup, but it doesn't. It is getting slower now that it's getting fuller, though. I've discovered this. Maybe it's because I'm going uphill slightly, and this way's downhill, I guess. So it is getting a bit slower, though. I'm basically full throttle. I forget who mentioned it, but 4, I think they said it was full throttle, if memory serves. Almost full. Oof. I guess this does have pretty small tires, so I probably would get stuck in a rut like that. Let's see if 4 is full speed. Oh, it looks like it is. Sweet. Thank you, whoever told me that. I honestly can't remember. Excellent. 99%. Gonna be 100. No, not 100 from that. Maybe 100 from this little bit here. Let's see. Let's see. Yes, perfect. Alright, let's go give her some cows. Our cows some grass. Because we are 24 episodes in, like I said last time, and we haven't fed our cows much more than water. Not even water, actually. We tried to give them water, we couldn't give them water. So all they have is straw, and apparently they're being productive, so. Alright, let's give them some grass. They have lots of straw, apparently, but not much grass. There we go. We only have 10 cows, so let's see how much they take. Probably all of it. Oh, maybe not, actually. 4 days, 5 days. 6 days, 7 days. I'm gonna take a little sip of coffee here while it's unloading. That's not too bad at all, actually. That's strange. 17,000 liters of grass, but this only held. How much does this hold? I thought it only held like 10,000 liters. That translation doesn't make sense. Oh. Wait. Oh, it doesn't say how many liters it holds. Oh well. I thought it said there. It should say there. It probably says in the non-realistic version, but let's go collect the rest of the grass slash hay, whatever you call it. I don't know. I keep going back and forth between the two because technically it is grass, but when you dry it down, it's hay. So I don't know. Both of them work in reality, in my mind at least. But I prefer to call it hay. But everything, all the indications say it's grass. So like in my animal hut up there, it says it's grass. When you give them in their feed trough, it says it's grass. So, oh well. All right, so we have 600 liters. Maybe we'll pick up maybe 1,000 liters. We can give that to our sheep, and then make our sheep at 100%. That would be nice. All right, let's get the last little bits here. Almost at 1,000. We should be able to crack 1,000. There we go. Perfect. And let's get this little bit right here, and then that little bit at the end. Perfect. And let's try and avoid the ruts. Awesome. So we finally have some grass. Our cows have some grass. This is good. Our cows also have a little bit of wheat, and they are producing manure and liquid manure, but not nearly fast enough. Someone suggested that I get the kid forage harvester. Oops, I went to go further than that. I forget who suggested it, but someone suggested I get the kid forage harvester and use that. It's not more realistic, unfortunately, but I really like that idea because that would be crazy fast in comparison to what we just did. Crazy fast. Not just fast, but crazy fast. So it would be a lot better. And I may go ahead and do that. I may just nose around and see if I can find a more realistic version. But come on, 100%. Go figure. Oh well. They're at 100% now. Excellent. And as I was just doing this, I realized something. Let me just show you what I realized. Can I put this little bit in our bunker? I wonder. We haven't made silage either. Things have just taken a long time to get done. More realistic, short episodes, only recording basically. Only doing stuff when recording has made it so it. Yeah. Let's put that in there. That little 23 liters is really gonna do a lot there, Ian. Oh well, it's out of here, so if I need to make straw or something, or I need to collect straw, I can do that now. Perfect. Let's turn that off, and let's come over here to our case. Fire this guy up. So we finally finished this field. So what should we do? Should we fertilize first? Yeah, we got time. Let's fertilize. I don't feel like seeding right now. And we're gonna fertilize this field. Let's fold this guy up. I guess I could use the shulter as well. Yeah, let's use the shulter so I don't have to deal with taking this off. But let's move it off the field first of all. There we go. Perfect. Where is my shulter? Right here. So let's fire this guy up, and then we'll pick up our fertilizer spreader, dry fertilizer spreader. And then we'll fertilize the field, and we're going to plant it in barley. And the reason why is because there's a great demand for barley coming up. And I feel that we don't make very much progress. So I am going to capitalize on when I know, because I know what's coming up in great demand. So it's not very sportsman-like, I suppose, but it does bring in the money. On this map, I don't feel so bad doing that because of the progress we make and the speed of the progress. I'm just going to fill this guy up because I know I'm going to need it. It is going to cost me an arm and a leg, but I need to do a couple fields anyways, so. And we still have money left over, so perfect. Do we need to fill our seeder? I bet we do too. Shoot. Maybe I shouldn't have filled this up. Too late now. Alright, so let's go fertilize our field with this bad boy. I don't really call it. It's not really a bad boy. This shulter doesn't tickle my fancy very much. It will get the job done, and for that I'm happy, but I'd rather have mods rather than a vanilla tractor. Well, actually, technically this is a mod. It's technically it is a mod. It's not how fast? Really? Come on, 2, 3. Is that going to be too fast? I wonder. 18 kilometers? I think it will be. Yeah, of course it's too fast. Can't win. Because this is too slow. And this is too fast, apparently. Let's just see. Yeah. Ah, well. It was worth a try. And 4, probably going to be too fast as well, so... Gonna need to feather the throttle again. This which just makes it a little bit annoying. I have a gamepad. I should really try and use the gamepad with this game and see how it works. I actually don't know how. I've never tried, just because it's too much of a pain to bring it out every time and change it up. But yeah, those marks right there, that's from when I drove the combine on the field, if you're wondering. By accident, of course. It was not on purpose. Sure, why not? Let's continue on along this side. Doesn't make a difference. Not being very efficient, but this is me doing this. This is the reason why I use courseplay, because efficiency and all that jazz. Alright. We're gonna finish this field nice and easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy is an expression. I don't know if anybody's ever heard that before. Maybe it's something I made up. I'm pretty sure it's not, though. But, not something you hear very often, so... Anyways. Darn hill. Oh, man. Can't believe that. I thought I was doing all nice and good there, and then apparently the hill hit me and I was going just a wee bit too fast. Oh, well. I was reading an article the other day in the Farmers Forum again. That's where I get all my farming information from. It's a great little newspaper for Eastern Ontario here. I'm sure they have ones in your area as well. I'm sure there's one for Ireland. I know a couple guys are in Ireland. I know a couple guys are in the States. I'm sure they have a state-related farming newspaper or magazine. So there's something for everybody. Anyways, I was reading in the newspaper, and they were saying that Ontario farmers are heading towards robotic milkers a lot more. So, or not, sorry, not Ontario farmers, but Ontario farmers have already embraced, or a lot more of them, I should say, are embracing robotic milkers as opposed to manual milker or milking parlors and whatnot. A lot of farmers are embracing that a bit more, and that means that they have more time for their family and can kind of walk away from it to a certain extent. A lot more than you ever could before. Like before, it was basically you had to be there 24/7, but now with robotic milkers, you can get away a little bit more. There's a little bit more automation involved, so it means for things like milking on time, milking when you need to, you can kind of get around those issues to a certain extent. Not 100%, but it does give you a bit more freedom. Anyways, the interesting thing was, I think they were saying that more Ontario farmers are embracing it, which is good because it means it's going to drop down the cost, because as more farmers get into using robotic milkers, supply demand type issues. So right now they are super expensive, and to get a robotic milker set up in your farm these days is like $500,000, I think, like $1 million, something like. It's pretty expensive, let's just say that. So to get one of those set up, it's not cheap. So you basically need to be pretty established already in order to be able to afford a robotic milker. That's one thing that really, that last little bit there. That's one thing that this game kind of makes a bit trivial. Like, you start with a robotic milker, basically. It's like, yeah, don't worry about it. You're going to start with a robotic milker here. It's just part of the game. Don't worry about it. But in real life, those things are bloody expensive. I don't know what the prices are like out in Europe, and I don't know what they're like in the States. I can only assume they're as expensive as they are here in Canada. So, which is really expensive. Let's just say that. That's annoying. Can't set my cruise control, which is slightly annoying. Alright, let's get this last little bit here. Thank you. Anyways, that was annoying. So yeah, a lot more Ontario farmers getting into it, so it's kind of cool. So hopefully it does drop the price down and more farmers will get access to it, because it is kind of like, it seems like it's a thing for only the elite right now, so to speak. The thing I realized, I can't remember if it was this episode or last episode, is we have a huge grass field right here that we haven't touched. So all this grass in here, we could totally take and use that. And someone mentioned that I should try and attach this to a tractor and fill it that way. You know what? Let's just try that right now, just to see. I forget who suggested it, but if you suggested it, you know who you are. I'll just say that because I can't remember. I get quite a few comments, which I really do appreciate. I love chit-chatting with you guys through the comments. I love how a lot of you guys have farm agricultural experience. That makes it really cool because it allows me to connect with you guys and ask questions essentially and get answers to sometimes to those questions because you guys have experience on the farm, which is really cool actually. And I do appreciate it, so I'm willing to learn. That's what it boils down to. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to connect. So there you go, man. The guy who suggested that, it doesn't connect, unfortunately. I want to say it was Aiyasu maybe, but I can't remember. So yeah, what I realized is we can totally cut this grass in here too if we need more grass, but I think for now we're gonna stick with what we got. You wouldn't, I guess you wouldn't normally go in your field, or would you? I'm not sure. I think I've seen some farmers who use this, like for example, they have their cows out in the field, out in the pasture here, and then they would cut the grass in the pasture as well, or hay I should say, but anyways. Ah well, we have whoa, that was a terrible start. We have reached our stopping point for today. We got this field fertilized, which is excellent. We gave our cows some grass, which is also excellent, and our sheep, which is sweet. So we're going to end it there on a high note. My name's Ian Rops, and this has been Farming Simulator 2013. We're playing on Lomerheim. Catch you guys later.